All right, hello. It's Saturday night. We're back. Charity stream. Man, I got weird stuff in my brain. I'm tired. Last stream of the year. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far, and all that good stuff. Looking forward to doing some more decals on this full mechanics aerial that we started doing decals on last week. We are giving away, what is it, the MG Delta Plus tonight, so stay tuned for details on the draw for that. Hope everybody's been well. Had a great weekend. My bank account, not so much. I'm going to jump in the chat, say hello before I get back to the decals tonight. But before I do, a couple quick things. One, if you enjoy these streams, please do hit that like button. Helps more people see the stream and such. Two, we got not one but two sale codes active at the moment, moving 30 for 30% off select items. That collection shrunk a lot a couple days ago. And then we got the gift money sale, 15% off in stock items, and that runs through basically the end of the year, midnight Eastern time on New Year's Eve. So, I'll jump in the chat, say hello, and then start doing some decals and see what you guys are up to. What's up, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, Lord Chronos, Baka, ZCO, Matthew Mahoney, Johnny Tacoma, Bird Soup, Giant Robots and God. I guess I'm building now. Everyone's night is chill. What's up, Go Zero. Also, last Saturday, build of the first half of the decade. Hello, what's up, Butterknuckles, Weeks K, Digital Baka, Realtime 88, Lego Yoda, MZ, Death, Ravage, The Recycled Gamer, what's up, Rob Sadler, good evening everyone, just took advantage of the gift money discount, picked up Display Vice and some scribing tape, nice. Cypress, sup, first stream for me, welcome Cypress. Coleslaw High Nick, I'm building another Magic the Gathering deck tonight, Mono Red Dragon, it's cool. Hey, Heathcliff, what's up? Jarlask, Escozoya, what's going on? Matthew went selling and the gift card I got from work, made it so I can get the MG turn. Hey, nice. Hey, fantastic Alice, how are you? Welcome. It's Creep Art, hello and good evening. Happy Christmas and New Year's, everyone. Same to you. Good. Good, Jareth, what's up? It's a gun up. Hey, Nick, order some more stuff. Can't wait to get it. Nice, thank you. What's everybody up to tonight? You guys building along with the stream or something else maybe? I'm curious. Put these off to the side. I gotta figure out which piece to do decals on next. I mentioned briefly when I mentioned the sale codes, so things have progressed a little bit in mostly unofficial ways with the move, so we're starting to prep actual packing. So we took about 150 items off the website, I think, to start packing them, and then those items are, I don't know, maybe like 75% packed as of this afternoon, and we will be starting to take more stuff off the website in the next few weeks as we get ready to start actually moving it over and set up in the new space. So that moving cell collection will likely shrink some more in the next week or two. So if there's something you want to grab on there, you might want to grab it sooner rather than later. And just in general, just be aware of that. All that stuff will obviously go back on the website when we fire it back up in the new space. We just don't want things on the website while they're moving, because it might take a little while to find them if we gotta pack them. And obviously, if something gets damaged in the move, we don't want it sold before we know what's going on there. All right, so what should I do next? Maybe I'll do the legs. Riding a car right now, building a 120 scale Scope Dog Turbo, nice. Hey Tim, what's up? waiting on a package to come in tomorrow before I start again tonight. I'm supposed to be hitting DC Go. Not sure what that is. With a couple of friends. Use some Amazon gift cards to get the MG Astro from Kaisen and Jubar. Just wait for the ride tonight. Tomorrow, I'll also get Wisdom Teeth taken out. Well, that's fun. Recently, you're still loopy. What's leg night for Crossbone for a cough? MG Proto Gundam, nice. Also did some hobby time. Digimon card game on the gotcha. Allergies are kicking my ass. I know that feeling. I mentioned my allergies to my doctor a couple weeks ago, and he's just like, yeah, just take more Zyrtec. Like, if you think you're taking enough, take more. Not exactly. It was a little bit more moderated than that, but so anyway, we managed to spend a little bit of hobby time with my boys this afternoon. They both got a kit for Christmas, so trying to help them with that. Basically did nothing but facilitate that, but got my oldest actually sanding off nubs and stuff, which, making me proud there. Took taken out this morning. It was weird going under and waking up in my fiance's car with the memory I got there. Wife ordered me the MG Stargazer third-party kit. Interesting. Okay. Let's go. I think we're going to go bottom up. So 23 goes in these little rectangles at the top of the knees. Push initial D up to stage 4. It's taking all my strength to not buy some of those car kits. Sometimes it's okay not to be strong. The kits. Got my kids. The oldest is building. Just started his RE100 gun cannon detector. Looks like a really cool kit. Kind of jealous. I should have just gotten it for me. And then the other is building his first high grade, the amazing Exia. It's been kind of cool so far, but I have to say I'm a little. What was that? A little frustrated by like the sides of the torso, I guess. They like attach to the back of the moving shoulder pieces, and they seem to not hold very well. I expect the Coding Globe kits to come in with Kodo releasing that statement about a month ago about possible delays. Yeah, they're good like that. What's up, John? How are you? Okay. I need to get going before these water slides like disintegrate on me. I thought doing water slides on stream is slightly harder than doing other stuff on stream because you kind of have a clock ticking with each decal as you get it wet. Which makes it hard to work and chat at the same time. Zip FTL drive. Favorite water slide brand, mine is Delpy. I like Delpy. Delpy is probably, of the ones I've used, my preference. I've heard good things about a lot of the G Rework stuff, but I haven't had a chance to try them yet myself. And just about anything is or has to be better than Bandai. Bandai decals leave something to be desired. Hey, Guns Pro's up. Let's find a way for bid now. I gotta figure out where to put it. Must be tired because my mind went water park when you said water slides. Let's put it a stage fright. We can all see if one decal is off. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like things are zoomed out enough. You probably don't notice them as much as I do. Guns PR, how are you? I'm well, thank you. How are you? Okay. 26 would be next. It does frustrate me though when I know a decal is not perfectly positioned. Water park sounds fun right now. If it wasn't super cold, I would be up for that. Okay, what was I saying? 26. What MGK is based off 1.5, 2.0, 3.0. Oh, I think you're reading back in 50s today in Ohio. I don't think it was that cold up here actually. It's probably been relatively warm compared to the last few days, but I would need to travel to be anywhere near water park weather. One of the guys who will spend extra time trying to get something as perfect as possible, and decals are another one of those things. Once I got the time to do it. Yeah, definitely. The problem I run into is I'll want to fix something that it's too far gone to fix, and then that gets frustrating. Sometimes it's worse than just living with the slight imperceptible imperfection. Definitely some lessons to be learned in doing decals as far as perfect being the enemy of good enough. Slogan I picked up a while back that I think applies to a lot of things. Because maybe you want to pull teeth, some of them just tear or disintegrate easily. Sure, especially lower quality decals. The sunk cost fallacy. Beyonce. This woman so much and she loves Star Trek, said you should build a Star Trek kit. She wanted me to pass it on. I don't know, I haven't seen any Star Trek kits that are super interesting to me. A lot of them are more old school snap kits, and I don't know, I'm not that into Star Trek. Interestingly, we've been working the last few weeks through all the Star Trek movies. Probably gonna marathon all the next gen films in the next few days leading up to New Year's Eve this year. We also listen to Viking folk music like Word Verno when I do water slides. Interesting. Or the tiny one, the cotton swab, and it's just invisible. Definitely. I feel like really big, like long decals and really small decals are collectively the worst. Star Trek First Contact is one of my favorite movies ever. I don't think I've seen any of the next gen ones. I've definitely seen the original series films. 22. Or if I did, it was a long time ago and forgot about them. Star Trek model wall paper decals are a great way to learn. Star Trek Lower Decks is a fun, refreshing take on the franchise. Haven't seen it. I never really watched the shows a whole lot, just like the occasional episode I'd see on TV back in the channel surfing days. I do water slides and car model kits when I was younger. Cool. I feel like they go a long way to make a kit look cooler, you know? Like they more like the real thing, if you will. Not that Gundams are real, but you know, more like what a Gundam would look like if it were real rather than a toy. Great way to add detail to a kit. Animated more for adults, but it's good. Trying to get some build time, but trying to get some work done in this basement right now is not leaving the time or space to build. I feel that I'm bracing mentally and physically for this move, and I feel like it's going to consume all my weekends because of the day job, and probably a lot of weekday time too when I use up all my saved up PTO. Water slides, complete the kit is the best way I put it, definitely. Thanks for the sub, Neon Operator. I'll also mention, because I think I mentioned this last week, but I'll update everybody with the move turning into like full gear here any minute. We're gonna put the charity stream off towards the end of January, or maybe even into February, depending on timing of the move. As I get further into the move, I'll try to identify when that will be, so I can start planning for it. But it's just too many things all at once, I think. Perk gives you time to save some cash. There you go. I want to try to pick a date sooner than later, so that way we can start building buzz and let people plan. So hopefully by this coming weekend I'll know what our timeline looks like. There's a few things that are completely out of my control still, and once I know how those cards are going to fall, I'll be in a better place to finalize a date. Love the industrial look. Water slide decals into the kits. Totally worth the extra effort. I think so. They're relatively inexpensive. It's a bunch of time and effort, but it's a pretty inexpensive way to add detail and make your kit look better. You know what? Let's do it this way. And this goes on the top side of that. Looks way better than just using stickers. Yeah, well, stickers are hard to apply and a lot easier to tell that they're there. Properly applied water slides should look like they're painted on. You do much weathering? I haven't done a ton of weathering slash customizing. A little bit of customizing stuff. I'd like to do more, especially weathering. I really like how good weathering looks. Only really done it to one build, but I suspect I'll be doing it some more. It's not a popular opinion, but the dry transfers ones are my favorite. I've never tried dry transfers. They freak me out because you kind of have to like get them right the first time. After doing water slides for a while, it's pretty easy to adjust until you get it right, or to fix mistakes. Whereas from my understanding, the dry transfer has to be in the right spot before you transfer it, and if you don't, transfer it well enough or rub hard enough or whatever you want to call it, it might not come out good. It's harder to fix. Substudio WD, Edison for custom paint gunpla primer surfacer will do the job fine. In terms of what? In terms of priming it? In terms of painting it? I'm back home now, got the kids in bed now, it's time to figure out what to build. Nice. Dry transfers are easy to screw up. Just authentically work well on flat surfaces, but the results are fantastic. I bet they probably do look good. Okay, 28. So 28 and 27. Is there a difference? In terms of painting it with spray paint, yeah, I mean, so you could do just primer if you want, if it's a color you want. There's not a ton of options color-wise for most primers and such, but think about it, what no one does dry transfers these days. Yeah. Businesses, conflicting advice. Any scribe you recommend sort by? I've got one of the Disbay scribers. I couldn't tell you which one off the top of my head. I don't use it very often, but it's worked okay for me. I've heard really good things about the Gritta from Gun Primer. Thanks for the sub, Doobeats. Primers base coat. These metallic primers as base coat for candy coats. Yeah, it's certainly doable. Depends on what colors and what look you're going for. Uh-oh. Just rescued that water slide from the brink there. Need my water to cool off, so it takes a little longer to soften these. Be holidays, folks. What's up, curry and rice? Can I hand paint lacquer paints? Chat, need advice? I believe you can. Thinning, proper thinning is key. I've never done hand painting. I think the secret to success in any sort of hand painting effort is the way you thin it. There's probably a few other things that matter a lot too, but thinning seems to be really important. The Gritta, it's great for scribing existing lines and round edges. Let's see, F. Barrel, that one guy, yes, working on water slides for it. About carrying Bartos Rex's paint line. I kind of have, there's a story to that, not really what I want to share tonight. All right. So, we are getting to be about that time. We should prep for the first draw tonight. Let's see. All right, so first draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 1,000 and answer the question, did you get anything good Gunpla related as a gift this holiday season? 10 to 1,000, did you get any good holiday gifts this season in terms of Gunpla, model kits, stuff like that? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has to be the same comment for a valid entry. 10 to 1,000. Receive any good Gunpla related gifts? I didn't, but I wasn't really expecting any. Okay, 26 both sides. Watch, this one's not going to come off at all because I'm trying to go faster. This gift card, local hobby shop, cool. Anybody got any of those generic gift cards? Oh, come on. That's a great time to take advantage of the gift money sale over at mechawarehouse.com. And oh, come on. This decal hates me. This one particular decal. Why won't it come off this sheet unless it's in the water? I'm like about to give up here on life. Like, this is so frustrating. I don't know if I've ever had that problem before. Just didn't have any gift card deals this year. I remember getting those last year. Yeah. We're in a lot more other sales, and so a lot of the gift card sales end up essentially compounding. And if we're offering things as deep as we are with things like the moving sale, it puts us in a position to really lose our shirt and stuff. That and I just didn't have time to think about planning it. Hear the decal laughing at you, don't let it win. Use a round toothpick to get decals off. Usually I don't have any problem with the Q-tip. This Q-tip is dead to me. I'm going to use a new one. And that one, no problem. "100% cooperative." With the charity stream going to be side on. So I mentioned this a little earlier in the stream with the move impending. We're aiming towards more like late January or early February. The move's about to get hot and heavy with the actual move part of the move coming up very, very soon. So I think we're gonna postpone. I'm gonna hopefully come up with a date the next week or so. Got to get past a milestone that will confirm what some of that timing will be. Okay, so I got on this side. Okay, two more. 25 times 2 per leg here. Got a foam cutter kit, so Dark Building's my future. Also got a new airbrush couple kits and some Warhammer minis. Nice. Everyone last Mecha Warehouse live build of the year. Yep, Julius. I kind of can't believe it's almost, the year's almost over. You know, it's been I feel like it went by super duper fast this year. Guess being super busy was a contributing factor to feeling that time go by super fast. That's a first. It's the first time I've ever dropped the setter brush. Sweet thanks. Gives me time to get more stuff to build with you, TV to watch, and keyboard chat, and comfy chair to sit in, and more runner holders. There you go. I'm looking forward to it. Planning to do the dendrobium this time around. I've been waiting to build that kit for a very long time. Thanks for the sub, Robert. I want to draw me so bad. Wife says no. You sprue good to keep my MG Gym Sniper arm in place. Oh, interesting. So you definitely flew by at my daughter, late 23, and watch her grow. It's so fun. Right. I mean, same here. My youngest was born in October of last year. So that probably is a contributing factor to how fast everything goes by. Okay, anything I'm missing in terms of side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Oh, I'm new to Gundam. I was wondering how I can enter the giveaway. Winning this MGU would make it my first. So thanks for the sub, Cypress. So Blue Right, you're going to put a number in the chat between 10 and 1,000 and answer the question if you got any good Gunpla-related gifts this holiday season. In a moment, I'm going to call time, and then I'm going to draw a number in that range, and if your number is picked, then you win. You ever built a mechanic core kit? Was that grabbing one, the YAMS 130B Griefer? I have not. Imagine the size of the arcs of GPO3 Gundam Drobian bend I made at a master grade. I'd buy it. Yeah, it'd be pretty massive, I think. So I'm going to call time here in just a sec. Just hope that Blue Right heard me and responds in time since they asked. And then I'm going to flip these legs over and do the other side. Yeah, I spot myself. Imagine a tall geese chart costume. That'd be pretty cool. I could imagine actually using this full mechanics aerial to make kind of a custom tall geese. Like the upper leg kind of has a tall geese vibe to me a little bit. Like I feel like a crossover tall geese paint customization thing would look pretty cool. Is huge, and open it up and try to put runners in order. I need a lot more folder holders to house all the runners. I bet. That's part of the reason I gotta wait until after the move is I think I gotta organize my my other space to set up for filming. Okay, so let's call time. Can't make the tall geese into a Leo. Imagine a geese good. Bandit needs to make a PGU Zaku. That'd be really cool. I think that'd do pretty well. Okay, 10 to 1,000. Aiki. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome. Okay, 10 to 1,000, 524. Just gonna Gunpla saw you up. Thought I'd come say hi. Cool. Well, welcome. What did I just say? 524. I key. Okay. 524 is what I said. Let's see, did we have a 524? No winners. Okay, that's fine. We will draw again in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna flip these legs and do this side now. $31. Prep it, be ready to build it, have everything in order and workstation prepped. I think I'll make a Zaku Shiki. That'd be an interesting crossover too. I feel like I should get in the habit of cutting my decals from the bottom instead of the top when they're long like that, because these are going to end up far away from the label. Thanks for the sub, Ikey. Okay, these go on top. Because my kid's too much of a hassle. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder, right? If it's too much work for you, you don't need to do it. I enjoy it, and I really like the look. I think everybody should at least try it. Mecha Baby is calling. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's because Kate's trying to put her down, or if she was, I think, trying to finish up a haircut for my oldest and trying to keep her out of that. So it could be that she's getting kicked out of the room and doesn't like it. Very opinionated little lady. Let me just put mine to sleep. Yeah, it can be fun. Sometimes not so much. Okay, so 28, 27 this time. Start to get up old man eyes. Did you panel line before applying your war decals? Yes, I did that on another stream a while back actually, because I usually do that before I gloss coat, and then I decal over the gloss coat, and then I will matte coat this kit before I declare it complete. a good place to get water slides for Unleashed. I'm not thrilled about putting stickers on them. I'm not sure if we still have. We definitely were carrying some Unleashed water slides. We haven't been doing much water slide restocks lately, and I'm not sure if or when that will return, but we might still have some in stock. If we don't, then going to Delby Decal would probably be the next place I'd recommend. That's where we get a lot of the ones we carry. And I know they had an Unleashed set. I think we have a G Rework set too, maybe. Or Gundam or style of Gundams. Probably the heavy arms. Personal favorite PG decal design is the G-Rework G3. Oh, that's pretty cool. I feel like painting that kit in G3 colors would be pretty awesome. Be quite the undertaking, though. I wonder if there's what the ratio of painted to unpainted kits built for different lines is. You know, do more people paint high grades than PGs or master grades, for example, because they're cheaper and easier? Or is it, you know, roughly the same percentage of all high grades gets painted as perfect grades? Like, that would be a super interesting stat to me. Issue is actually one of the ones I got today. Nice. Stop it. There we go. A real grade RX entry level. Just working copying it. Doesn't seem to come up with my own stuff. It's like trash. Figure if I do it a few times over and over, I'll get it. Definitely can help. More practice generally means more better. New MGSD win coming in soon. It's supposed to be. I don't know the exact timeline, but I did get a notice from one of our distributors that it should be arriving pretty soon. It's like one of the few kits I'm actually like really excited about. I'm already learning some things, so it's progress, I'll take it. Saw a Facebook post that some sites are promising January 2025. That sounds about right. I mean, it's not showing up in December, so I would think January is the most likely time frame that we'll see it. Hopefully it will arrive a week that we are shipping orders and receiving stuff. I can't wait for this move to be over. I'm gonna sleep for like a week afterwards, I think. can slide that. Is that the Calabar? No, it is the Full Mechanics aerial. So very similar. Okay, that one's stuck. I'm not going to rip it off. GSD line has been very solid. I did both, and they're amazing. What are we jamming tonight? Recycle Gamer. So I listened to Pretzel Rocks, or we listened to Pretzel Rocks during the stream. This song is We Know Where You Live by Conniption. Okay, 2 more for the side of the leg, 25. Speaking of sleep, I hardly got been visiting grandma for Christmas. As they're taking, I had to sleep on her super lumpy couch. Ouch. Pretzel Rock's all metal. No, there's a bunch of different kinds of stations. I just happen to like metal, so I use the metal station. I think they had a rock. They probably have like hip hop. They got all sorts of different stuff. It's all basically like royalty free or licensed, whatever, that lets you use it for streams. Does it matter what glass file I buy? Debating buying the Razer Plus. I would highly recommend the Razer Plus. Some people will tell you that the alternatives are just as good. They might be. I haven't used them, but I can definitely recommend the Razer. I use the Razer Origin. Gun Primer makes good stuff. Been extremely happy with the Razer Origin. Just got a Cowork HDL strike gun for my backlog. He wants to get in buildings. I got that. Cool. Can't see through them is making me hesitate. See through the glass file. You don't really need to be able to see through it. Oh, there she is again. She sounds real happy. Good thing you sold me on trying not switching to the Mecha acrylic washes. Keep having health issues using the enamels. May not have a choice. What kind of health issues? What does the enamel do? Is it you just notice when you spray it that you don't feel good afterwards, or is it some sort of like long-term effect? Feels awkward. I gotta stop to look each time, but I'll take your advice and try one. Yeah, I mean, you have to, but I think you really should. Even if you could see through it, you'd want to see what you're working on. It's part of the process. Next stream that I'm working on building rather than decals, I can show you all the tricks I've picked up. Jeez, the voice that little one. Just after I panel line, then I want to get really bad acid reflux and esophageal discomfort. Interesting. And you use PPE and stuff, I presume, in like a booth. It's kind of weird that you would notice stuff afterwards. You change filters from your PPE. That's a good thought. Applying an action base 2, paint gloss white, coat with aqua gloss. Filters I feel like could be very deceptive. Okay, back of the leg, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more per, nope, 3 more per leg. I use one of those cheap Chinese booth and masks, but I work in my work from home office, so fumes can still linger when off gases. Oh, yeah, that could be true. That's a good reason to use acrylic. That's supposed to be drinking the panel liner, but it looks so tasty. That's why I quit and use splash paints, because they look so good in the bottle. I think that very well could be a problem. This is from AB2 and the Mecha Wash Black. I say it's damn good. Cool. The whole off-gassing thing, like I spray in a place that's, I guess it's actually close to where I work when I work from home, but I'm not there as often. I don't spray that often, honestly, so there's that too. Using like those wash fix as well, but I pull up the gloss coat and paint under. Yeah, I've never used a wash fix or anything like that. But the whole off-gassing thing's a real concern. I would imagine, like how long after you spray that you are not using PP, or that the booth isn't running and stuff like that, probably is an issue that's worth considering. Like, I'd want to have all that stuff left in a well-ventilated area for a while before I go back to it, I think, if I was going to use enamels or lacquers or any of the more toxic stuff. Okay. So, second draw of the night. Used to use lacquers for Dardo's board, but after I've been using more acrylics like Vallejo and Citadel, yeah, I just, with young kids in the house, it doesn't feel worth it to me. I mean, spraying, just using the Timino liner and ammo liners, and yeah, as it dries, it's still lingering in the air for a day or two. Booth run for a while, but I use acrylic paints. Yeah, like I could see doing it for acrylics, but acrylics, like the risk is a lot lower, but if you're using something that can be nasty, that you should use PP when you're using it, then the question of how long after you finish applying it do you still need PP in that area is a real serious question, you know? And so if you live life in the same space that you paint, what paint you use might be a good consideration to think about. Okay, so second draw of the night for this MG Delta Plus. Let's go with a number from 10 to 600 and answer the question, do you apply water slides to your kits? Thanks to the sub syntax graph. So 10 to 600, do you apply water slides to your kits? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for valid entry. Once again, 10 to 600. Do you apply water slides to your kits? Or do you actually use PP with panel lining using cement? Probably not as much as you should, especially where most people probably don't have a well-ventilated area to do that stuff in. Like, the couple times I've cemented here in my office, it's not ventilated at all. I try not to do a ton of it, especially here. Usually if I'm doing it, I'll try to do it in my booth where possible. Okay, 30. Just popped over. Evening all. What's up, Jason? You know what I'll try in the future. I'm still an amateur builder. I think we're all amateurs. How many people do you know that actually build model kits for a living? A lot of us probably dream about it. I've met a few people that might be considered professionals. Like there's a guy I met a couple years ago down at ODO that had built models for the Smithsonian, I guess. But that's a much different thing than what most of us do. First off, for me, Ghouls Delonza for 24 free shipping. Should I accept? I mean, what's Ghouls Delonza's price on our site is probably free shipping. That's not bad. What's our price? We got 30% off retail plus the plus the $10 shipping. I don't know. I guess compare against using the moving sale on the Ghouls Delonza for Mecha Warehouse, and you'll know if it's cheaper or not. Question in range 10 to 600, and do you apply water slide decals? Well, successful one that can support you financially, that is. Just wonder if I can get the razors on your site too. You should be able to, assuming that they're in stock. I think they're in stock at the moment. I could be wrong though. Just with the move impending, some of our restocks have been weird, trying to avoid receiving a whole bunch of stuff just to pack it back up and move it. But $21.99 on the site, is that before or after the 30%? I feel like me asking you guys these questions is silly. I should just know the answer. I just know it's part of the moving sale, so you can get a pretty good price in the Ghouls Delonza. So it pops up when I searched. Okay, so take 30% off of that, so $6 off of that. 6 and change, really, but let's call it 6 for simple math. 16. 26, so 24 is a pretty good price, but if you bought a razor with it, would probably allow you to split that shipping over multiple items. So okay, next one in the back here, also 30 at the base of the back of the thigh. Call time in a moment here, probably after I finish applying these two. All right. So we got those two. I think there's two more for the back of the legs. Yeah, right at the top. So, but I'm gonna call time first, and let's endless tabs, and then let's draw that number. 10 to 600 is the range. $274. All right. 274. Do we have a 274? I don't see a 274. Zilch, no winners. Okay. We'll draw again in a little bit then. Oops. I'm really, I don't know if I've said already, I'm really excited to get this move done with. I think it was yesterday I got in my email inbox the heating bill for the last month, and whew, that smaller space is going to save me a lot more than just the rent, I think. So I'm gonna be working full time after the movie. Yes, yeah, I'll still be working full time, but things will be much more efficient financially speaking. Hot take for me, I dislike water slide decals. Have you ever tried them? Taking you're with me on a car ride. I haven't tried water slides yet. You should sometime. I'll give away a kit from Mecha Warehouse recently. I like the flight mode. Nice. Looks like a cool one. There's so many good kits. Like I could literally, I feel like some days I could literally go down the aisles of the warehouse, just build a different kit every day, and it would just be, amazing. Don't have anywhere near time for that. You guys found someone to take over the contract. So we have someone lined up. Things are still kind of slightly in limbo, but we got some news a couple days ago that puts us in a position to start the move prep in earnest. So we're getting really close. It might take another couple weeks before anything's formal and official on the current space, but we're moving on the new space and getting ready to physically move. Basically started that effort yesterday. I went to the warehouse. Ryan came in and helped me out. Maybe more accurately, I helped him out because he was leading the charge on that Friday, getting stuff packed up. We took something on the order about 150 items off the website. Basically the day before that, maybe, so that way we can pack them up without worrying about them selling out while they're packed up. Some of the slower moving stuff was in that first set. We're going to be gradually getting more stuff packed up as we get closer, and then we'll hopefully move a bunch of it, get the new shop set up, and then cut things over to the new space. Hey Mario, what's up? All right. So I think that finishes Here's the back of the legs. 1, 2, 3. Couple to the sides. The feet are all set. So I think the legs are now done. So that's kind of cool. Gain a physical store space with this move. Not really. It's still going to be just a warehouse. It's going to be a lot smaller than where we're at now, though. Okay. Next chunk to start. We're working our way up, I guess. Maybe we'll do the hip section here. So 8 and 9. Let's see, remember when you started, I believe, your garage? Well, technically we started in our hallway just outside my office here, and then we moved to the attic, and then we filled up some of the garage with backup stock. Then we moved to our Hooksett location. We're going to end up in Hooksett again, I think, after this move, but we're in Concord now. And gee, Barmto's Nestor Red Frame arrived. Nice. So it's a little painful to take a step back, but the benefits to the efficiency gained from downsizing, I think, are going to be enormous. Actually, I ordered before Christmas. I'm super happy. The Kshatriya, nice. Happy I got the package I ordered before. I read that. Appreciate a store had it stock and ready to roll. Small space isn't always bad as long as you have enough space. Cheaper to maintain, right? It's going to save us so much on our operations costs, which is going to be incredible. Wish we had a little bit more, but because Mecha is going to be changing focus when we carry to the move. I think we've already changed our focus on what we're carrying in a lot of ways. We're trying to generally be more efficient. There's a lot of pre-orders we haven't decided to take and offer because they're just things that weren't moving fast enough before. We're trying to not have obscure stuff on the shelf as long. Try not to carry things that don't move. We'll probably continue to be looking for ways to improve that efficiency in the new space. Try to clear out some of the slower moving stuff we have, and then only get in stuff that we, really moves well. Trying to not do the things that require so much time or just aren't efficient. That's like one of the reasons that we haven't been carrying decals or restocking decals the last few months. Excuse me. Is the relative earnings when you restock, say, 5 decal sheets that sell for a few bucks each. The total profit doesn't match up to the amount of effort that goes into creating the listings and checking them in and all that kind of stuff. It's just too much work, they're not very profitable in terms of time and energy. And so those kinds of things are the things that we're trying to not do so much of. At least not until we hit a scale where it makes sense again. I feel like if we were buying 30 of a decal sheet and having them sell pretty fast, they'd make a ton of sense, for example. But figuring out what those items are is a lot harder. Can people physically shop in the warehouse? No. We do let people take tours. We will show people around, but we haven't been offering shopping in the warehouse basically since the move to Concord, because the current space is just too large, and with the new space it's going to be tight. So I'm going to carry Vallejo Mecha Color though. Yes. Was the most massive kit you put together? Biggest so far is probably the PG GP01. Was surprised with the MG since you started Christmas. Pretty stoked. Nice, Kevin. People at Bandit making a second Gunpla factory. I mean, it's been good in a lot of ways. It's part of what's fueling our ability to move to a much smaller space, because the availability of kits is getting back to a point where we can order just what we need short term and use them like a giant backup warehouse. Use our distributors as a warehouse instead of trying to have a big long-term supply on the shelf. That's really a big part of the decision, I think. It lets us take fewer risks, carry what people are actually buying. Because when things don't move and we have to figure out how to get them to move, often by providing additional discounts and stuff, it takes the point out of all of it. Everyone else is massive. Load, tape, repeat. It's basically doing just-in-time model. Pretty much. I mean, it'd be even better if we could order things as people want them and then reship them, but the logistics of that is just too hard. But we're going to have the ability, especially once we ditch the extra overhead cost to carry and restock a lot more frequently. It's going to be great. I thought Dendrobium was your biggest build. How big is it compared to the PG GP01? I haven't built the Dendrobium yet, so that probably will be my biggest build once I get to it for the charity stream early next year. Charity stream's going to end up being like a move victory lap this year, I think. So the Dendrobium would be the charity stream build. Yeah, I pretty much decided that the second I got the Dendrobium. It's one of those like big, want to do it all in one shot kind of projects that works out well for a charity stream. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought you said you did. Can't wait to see the charity stream. Last year was pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll hopefully be able to pick a date next week, maybe, once we get an update on some of the move timing. Okay, so this is the front of the waste unit here. That's because it's been, I know y'all were struggling for a little. We're like getting everything under control. Once the move is done, I'm going to feel really good about where we're at. I think a lot of that's going to get rid of a lot of our expenses. We should be pretty healthy by the end of all that. Okay. Back of the waist. So it's like 15 times 2. What's the build tonight? Timothy, I'm working on the full mechanics aerial, doing the water slide decals. So we deserve to have that company. Just keep pushing. Thanks. We'll get there. It's been an expensive learning process to figure out what we need to do to make these adjustments, I'd say. But in the end, I think it will all be good. Hopefully be in a place, start taking money out of the business again, and at least start essentially writing Kate checks and stuff. Plan on getting more guide notes paint. Yeah, probably after the move, we'll probably end up picking up some more of that. How would I do that? Maybe that'll keep it from rolling off and falling on my foot. First kit I ever painted is a full mechanic aerial. I think it turned out well. Nice. I got a second one because I want to paint one at some point. I enjoyed the build process the first time around. Thanks to the sub, Golden Aegis. Okay, it's time to get a new Q-tip. Let's see. Like your enthusiasm for Gundam has faded over the years or tapered to a lower level? I don't know. I feel like it's about the same. I've got moments where I'm like super excited and other moments where I'm mildly excited. You know, it's something I just keep working on. I definitely have like manic moments where I want nothing but to work on custom stuff, but don't feel like I really have the time to do that lately. How was your Christmas? It was good, Adam. Thanks for asking. We're doing the family thing tomorrow because some of our family weren't feeling well last weekend. We were going to do the family thing, so that'll be good. Looking forward to that. And yeah, overall it was good. Kids are happy. Got some good stuff. Rodimus Prime. Flame Toys, nice. Used all our acrylic to put a black wash, make our Nova and brown. Cool, how'd that turn out? The dark green tones with some browns. Also using Anubis resin backpack. Probably because no master grades. Imagine mine have gotten less massive. I feel like a lot of things in my life. So like I've been doing karate for over 30 years. And I go through the same phases. I just don't change my activity level based on those moments. For the most part, I just keep going, and the the spark kind of returns. I feel like that's a good way to look at things. If you ever had an activity that you really love and then it starts fading a little bit, that doesn't necessarily mean stop. It means keep going, you know, but don't I mean, there's times when you should stop too, but you can adapt. And if you keep at it in a consistent way, it likely comes back at some point. But often in those kinds of things, if you stop, it doesn't come back because you just forget about it. The one that's killing me lately is jiu-jitsu, because since my daughter's been born, I haven't been able to get over there much at all. And then I got sick, and I haven't been back since I got sick because I feel like the cough keeps coming back. The one day I've been able to get over there consistently in the past has been Sundays, and we're going down to see family tomorrow, so it's going to be at least another week. And the next like 3 to 4 weeks are going to be move stuff, so it all kind of sucks, but it is what it is. The price of admission for doing, I don't know, anything out of the ordinary, having any sort of aspirations or dreams, is having to make some sacrifices, I guess. Are there any ninja-like kits you've got? Not personally. There is the 30-minute missions line has the Spinaccio Ninja, which are like ninja-themed mecha stuff. Those look pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. There's probably some other ones. There's definitely some samurai-themed stuff. Less in terms of ninja. Flame Toys, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow. Yep, that's true. I think we packed the ones we have of that up today. Alright. Megalo Maria Fuma is very distinctively a Kunoichi. Alright, let's figure out draw number 3 here, because about that time. Yourself as a UNC. I don't know what that means. What's your favorite Flow Rida song? Okay, so third draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 300. And what's your favorite New Year's Eve snack? For New Year's Eve party or movie marathon, whatever it is you do for New Year's Eve. UNC is like the millennial version of a boomer. I don't even know if I would. Short for uncle. I don't understand the new lingo, so maybe I am. So anyway, 10 to 300 favorite New Year's Eve party, marathon, snack, whatever you want to call it. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 300 favorite New Year's Eve snack. All right. What am I on to now? There's one more on the back of the waist unit. Number 31, centered. All right, so okay. Else just stop staying up for New Year's after a while. These days, staying up for New Year's is almost like going to bed early. I mean, because of work and warehouse stuff, after the dojo and the day job, I am often up to 11:30, sometimes midnight, pretty regularly. So it's not even really a stretch. Popcorn eaten with chopsticks to keep my hands clean as I build and paint. That's a great idea, actually. All right, side now. Number 10 on both sides, right on the red. Forget that Renegades get if you respect OG4 players more than the skin symbol really could grind, keep their exclusivity, show some respect. What does that have to do with the price of eggs in China? I mean, give this another couple minutes when I'll call it time. Okay. Where am I at? Number 10, I think. Kids are talking about Unc and Fortnite. Average age of the chat just dropped a couple of decades tonight. Start talking like an old guy. Back in my day, you whippersnappers. What's up, Oren? Damn kids need to get off my lawn. Yes. Yes, and the best way to get them off your lawn is an M1 Garand. What's going on tonight? What's up, Mark D? Finally I'm on. What's the question? Favorite New Year's Eve snack? And 10 to 300. Holy paste. Thanks for the sub, Mark Blanchard. Or Browning. No, I think it's the M1 Garand. Right? Isn't that, what's that movie? Gran Torino or whatever? Get off my lawn. Isn't that, I could be extra romanticizing it. Back in my day, there were no HD or MG, just the kit you wanted. That confused Zoomer, introduced them to M1 Garand Ping. Soldier, a frock over a watch says that. I don't remember most of that movie except for that, really. At this point, I think I watched it once. Back in my day, we didn't have God hand or gunpowder razors, and all we used was whatever happened to be lying around, like our teeth. Sheer determination. Build kits uphill both ways. And we liked it. I swear somebody at some point has said that they used their teeth. I know just ripping them off the runners was a thing. Toenail clippers. That's M1 Garand that he had. And we were grateful. Built kits out of our dead friends, and we liked it. Buried Clint in the very same casket my own man was buried in. Alright, so we got the side ones on. I think that wraps the waist unit. You cannot bypass the teeth. Okay, so I'm continuing on upward. I think the torso would be next. Like they bite it, yeah, like you know when you throw a hand grenade, you just bite that piece right off the runner. Swallow the nubs like a man. Oh, what am I getting us into here? Okay, I'm calling time. Your teeth are as smooth as God hands. I don't see the problem. Okay, 10 to 300. Eat the runners like a man. 22. Like this gunpla piece, and I'll eat it. The runners like a man. It's my first MG, and I'm most surprised how big their hands are compared to 144. They can be, yeah. It depends on the MG, but. No winners. Gotta search a lot because it's a 2-digit number, but I believe it. I think I got some snack ideas that I need to figure out how to execute on. I think Kate picked up stuff for New Year's Eve already, though. Okay, torso now. There are a bunch. Do 7 on the corners. What begs a different hand over that price? Did you never say if we're doing prices right rule? I win. We aren't doing prices right rules though. Okay, What number did I just say? 7. If you ever played any of the Pokemon games, I had Pokemon Blue for the original Game Boy. I think I had Blue anyway. Was it Blue? I had one of those two, Blue or Red, whatever it was. Back in middle school. See, Nick is a man of culture as well. A long day at work. There's nothing but chewing leftover polycaps like gum. Speaking of showing your age there, Gramps. Yeah, pretty much. It's all good though. Santa brought my oldest the Super Smash Brothers, was it Ultimate or whatever the Switch version is. That was kind of a blast from the past. I remember playing Smash Brothers on the 64 back in the day. A lot more characters and stuff in this one though, because after like 20 years of friends and assistant, I finally picked one of them, started playing Emerald from GBA as my first Pokemon experience. Interesting. It's been a long time. I'm sure we probably still have the original cartridge somewhere. I think what armies did you paint? You did Warhammer? I was a Space Marine player back in the day when I was playing Warhammer. Sergio, I think you are way behind because your answer indicates like 2 questions ago. Of course, you probably can't hear me until you get caught up, but about what faction? So I had a custom vanilla, ultramarine successor chapter. I had my own paint scheme and stuff. I feel like if I went back and played, I'd pick something more canon just to paint them, you know. I don't know if I'd even play if I got back into it. I'd probably be more into the building and painting stuff. Uh-oh. Football team box I need to finish building and actually paint. Maybe I'll sell it after. As I'm putting together some Space Marines right now. Everyone else. I think that message just got deleted while I was in the middle of reading it. Go work on them and got him into 3D printing, so now he prints Warhammer minis. Cool. Kill Team box set right now. Yeah, like I feel like if I got into it again, it'd be more for the painting and modeling aspect of it. I could totally see just like doing Space Marines, but doing like a squad of each of different chapters or something. So, have you seen the honey scandal? No, I have not. No idea what that is. Okay. 5 and 6. So So I'm putting some Space Marines together. Everybody just picked up a Death Corps 11 mini set. Cool. I think a lot of the minis have changed since I was doing it. I think with subsequent editions, the minis that I was buying probably aren't even available anymore. I'm not sure if they're still considered legal for play or not. They were not painted very well. I feel like I would be fascinated to learn how to paint well. But waterwork exactly makes me want to take my life. So lucky it's dropped a ply cap on a gray carpet. Turns out the company that made its money selling user shopping habits got caught for selling its customer shopping habits. That's funny. Yeah, like, you didn't think there was something going on there? Hit the wings off the jump packs of the Blood Angels, I know that. Imagine Bandai made a model of something from Warhammer that's not for play, just for skill modeling. Didn't they make a kit of like a giant Space Marine or something? I feel like there was one. Codes pay themselves. Discount codes higher than a certain threshold. The codes got swapped out last second during the transaction. Oh wow. It's a little sketchy. Bandai made a Warhammer model that wasn't for play, it cost less than the actual minis. That's believable. Chrome Toys makes big figures that are in gray. Imagine you could probably paint them. Interesting. I feel like painting large figures is another whole thing on top of painting minis. Christmas mini, $40. Yeah, Games Workshop is not necessarily the least expensive thing out there. I wonder how their prices compare to like Bandai in terms of like, or any of the other model kit manufacturers in the Gunpla space in terms of like pounds of plastic per dollar or whatever, dollar per pound of plastic. Okay. Number 10 on each, I don't even know what you call that area. Tell you what the prices are compared to Bandai. Last week I dropped over $200 for paints. That's not that hard to do though. With even the other model paints are in the same ballpark, I think. Secret Santa at my work with $25 limit. The guy who got the Warhammer guy was going to get us some minis, but none were cheap enough. Yeah, it checks out. You buy like a single mini, maybe a 2 or 3 of the. Actually, the prices are probably even higher now than they used to be, but maybe you can only get 1 or 2. Like the little individual blister packs, like a hero or whatever. I'm gonna point a bunch of figure painters into videos painting Gunpla because it's cheaper to show skills. Switch yourself, you would be more conservative with Gunpla spending, but that really didn't happen looking back at the year. Warhammer's overpriced for like even Warhammer fans don't like Games Workshop's business model. It's like an abusive relationship. Here's like $35 for a blister pack. Really? Okay, that got way worse. I feel like those were 7, 8, maybe 10 or 12 for like a bigger one back then. I guess inflation. The line for $65 around the price of lower end MG Gunpla. I don't know who that is. Things are probably way more expensive than they were. I want to say like a tactical Marine squad back in my day was like 30 to 35. Maybe $25 on sale or something like that. Or maybe it started at 25 and then bumped up soon after I got into it, which felt super expensive as a, you know, like 15-year-old kid working a minimum wage job at the time or whatever. As a Primarch of the Dark Angels Legion. Gotcha, okay. Decided as I like Warhammer aesthetic, but not the prices, I'll just pay some dude in SU3 print large resin Warhammer themed figures and paint those. Okay, so we got the top of this. Alright, we've got to do our last straw of the night. I should have started that like 5 minutes ago. Okay, so final draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 100, and what are your plans for New Year's Eve? 10 to 100, what are your plans for New Year's Eve? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comments for valid entry. 10 to 100. And do you have any plans for New Year's Eve? We said it's 2,000 point armor cost them $700. I wonder how many hours that works out to be in terms of time building, painting, and then playing with it. Like, I feel like using the model of what's, you know, a 2-hour movie cost and applying that in ratio to other hobbies, if it's the same or better, then it's probably not bad. So you like think about like a $50 master grade, and if it's you spend 20 hours building and customizing and painting and all that kind of stuff, The cost per hour is actually not that bad. But so $700 might not be that bad if that 2,000 point army takes, I don't know, if you get 500 hours of enjoyment out of it or something, you know. He's played one game. Well, he might play more. I don't know how many hours of painting and building and that kind of stuff. I feel like if you're that person that buys them, builds them, and then doesn't paint them, like, you might as well just use like cardboard tokens or something and save yourself a whole lot of money. Okay. Use the beam sabers and the shoulders as a stand. 32 for each side. Where are those going to go? Underneath. That's how you get subscription video games. Quick paint job and the spray paint black, and then a shot of red overhead. Yeah, that's a waste. Like, I feel like if you're gonna put the time, like, to me, the time painting and building and all that stuff is part of the enjoyment you should get out of them. If you only play, then you need to be a high roller. You gotta go pay somebody to custom paint them for you, and you gotta have more money than you know what to do with. Takes a while to assemble and prime and paint them. Yeah, good bang for your buck if you're building a 2,000 point army. Yeah, if you're actually building it, I think it's probably not that bad in terms of value. But if you're only playing and you're just zapping them with a spray can, then hopefully you have more money than you know what to do with. Which I can respect too, you know, extreme zenithal. I mean, they make the like super easy button paints or whatever. What do they call them? The contrast paints and stuff that you can at least do, and they kind of self-settle in ways that make them good. I really could use a vice over here, but I don't have my vice. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Contrast, are they hard in their own way? This paint space good. Gonna paint. Finish sucks with them. Can be tricky to use. Don't overlap strokes when they dry. But yeah, I mean, you can hit things with washes and stuff, and there's ways to do things that don't require massive skill, you know. Get you kind of close enough. Okay, paint pens are pretty nice. Anyone else tried them yet? No, I haven't. Still no weathering pencils. Prime base coat wash, dry brush original color back on, call it tabletop ready. Right, I mean there's tricks like that at least it's better than just single color or whatever. Okay. 13. Ooh, those are going to be fun to do. Oh no. I should have done those first. Better than gray. Okay, question is, are these still reactivatable? I don't think they are. Okay, this will be interesting. There we go. That's actually pretty good. Little stand. Never painted anything in my life before, but already trying to get my minis parade ready. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try these. I really should have done these because they go all the way around this section here. I should have done them first, so it's gonna be tight. I might have to ditch these if they don't go well, which is a bummer. But at least they're on the back of the kit, they won't get seen. If spares can you just remove the scotch tape, they're dead after the... I'm not sure that I do. What were the ones below it? Let me check that before I stick these on. 32. I got 4 32s left. Let's see, where are there any other 32s? Any in the arm? 1, 2. Nope, those are in the back. I might have spares. Great so far. I'm hoping you hope it's good over time with highlights over them. Let's go first master grade sessions on toolkit to buy or kits to build. The Disbag 3.0 nippers are great. The Disbag departure kit actually is a really good like starting toolkit. I haven't used one myself, but everyone I've heard get one. So this is a lot of value in the box. Okay, I think I do have some spares. So you said scotch tape will lift them off. I'm like anxious I'm gonna miss where the other ones would get used. Hope he's looking after. I know. I think I got 4 spares, it looks like, so I think I can spare him. Let's see if I can just take him off this way. Looking forward to building the G-Clux or G-Clux-Aku. I don't know yet. The design isn't super screaming to me. I've seen some recolored mock-ups that people have done that have looked pretty cool. I think we're running over a little bit tonight. I'm going to do these 2 and then the other 2, and then I will call winners and then call it a night. Because I won't remember what I'm doing next week. At least I'll get these 2 done. In the new Ava. My cousin Demi Barding for Christmas. I think he liked it. Demi Trainer. Which one? Demi Trainer or Debbie Barding? I think they're both pretty cool. I haven't built the Barding yet though. I'm going to trash this decal by mistake, and then I'll rip the other one off for nothing. Let's see if I can recover this. Demi Trainer, gotcha. Okay, well, hopefully that works out okay. Got the Destroy Tomahawk kit for Christmas. I'm excited for it. Nice. Jeez. This is an example of a decal that's too big. It's folded on itself, and I gotta figure out how to fix it. Get a toothpick gunner. Anyone catch the GWC USA finalist? No. Who's the is there a finalist yet for this year? I thought the GBWC has just kind of started. But I could be wrong. I'm not really following that super closely with everything I've got going on lately. Starting to feel like I should have just left the other decals on and not tried this. Either display guide numbers would you recommend? And besides, I mean, both the display 3.0s and the God Hand Ultimate Nippers are great. Those would probably be the top two that I would recommend for single bladed, like final cut nippers. God Hand makes a very inexpensive pair by comparison called the normal nippers, I think. I'll say they're like the PN125 or something like that. Those are, I feel like, really good for the money. People try to great for the price. God Hand, they're like $13. Yeah, they're probably like the highest value to cost items that God Hand makes. Okay. These suck. I really should have left those other ones on there, and I would have just saved myself a whole lot of hell. Right, fourth, they announced the 3 USA finals. Oh, okay. Oh, so they will. It's taking forever. This whole thing is positioned wrong. Mistakes that we learn. Why does this decal hate me? Okay, I think I got it. I think we'll call it here, and I'll hopefully remember this because of how painful it was. Yeesh. Hopefully those dry okay. Okay. Sorry for that, like, 20-minute disaster there. We're in the middle of this, so I'm gonna call time, finally. Hopefully nobody left before their number was called. That was insane. Okay, 10 to 100, 24. Cross off the ones using the manual. Why do that when I can just try to remember? Okay, 24. I think we got one. I believe it's death with number 24. So congratulations, death. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll get that in the queue to go out to you. So congratulations. How many wins does that make now? I don't know. How many times has Death won? I really should keep a database of everybody who's ever won. That would be cool. But with 223 streams down, I guess I have to go back and do a lot of data collection for that. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Hope you guys should really congratulate Death. Death is the real winner of 2024. So anyway, thanks all for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys had a good time. I'll see you all next year, hopefully with updates on the move and other good stuff. Hope everybody has a safe and happy new year. Yeah. Thanks again for watching. See you guys next time. Oh, don't forget the sale codes. Don't forget the sale codes.